This is a group around the non-timber forest product model in Tanzania. That's a watershed authority guy, a guy from Sokoine University, a grad student, somebody from the vice president's office, all kind of arguing about what this outcome means and whether they believe the data or not, it can't be right. And so this has yielded improvements in the model, but also them going back to their labs to get more data for the effort, and also just an awareness among government as we go along these past 4 years of what we're doing and what it's going to become. So aside from all the science and the research papers and stuff, this kind of tool, almost game thing, has become a really good engagement strategy. All right, so those are the three projects I wanted to tell you about. I would say, to be really glib, up here is where the headlines are, right? The total value of nature, or our ecosystem services declining or not, and that's important. Down here is where some of the really rich-tailed field studies go on, which are satisfying from a scientist's point of view. But I think in the middle is where the policy relevance is greatest. Because as I keep saying, it's the scales at which and the complexity at which decisions are being made, and the number of services at which decisions have to be made to account for these trade-offs. So I think that explains in part why I sort of gravitated toward that middle ground, and find it really, really exciting from a research point of view, but also from a help the world point of view. Clearly, I'm not the only person doing that, and we aren't either. Like John said, there's two efforts at Gun that essentially occupy the same middle ground, and that's no accident, right? I think it's not hard to figure out what the policy relevance is, but I think that's going to be home to a lot of really fruitful and exciting research that's going to pay off in terms of policy relevance as well. Okay, I just want to conclude with 2 slides about where I want to go and what I think